14 years ago, Facebook reached 1 billion users, and Mark Zuckerberg said to the world, "We believe that the need to open up and connect is what makes us human. It's what brings meaning to our lives." Facebook isn't the first thing people have made to help us connect. We belong to a rich tradition of people making things that bring us together. Theater, art, food, sports, music, religion, all of those are aspects of the human experience that create community and that bring us together. And Facebook was among one of the first efforts to create an online version of this community. And this was our promise from Mark of a more connected future. But this dream of connection has become a war for attention. Connection, as we know it today, has become less about community and more about content. Content that is designed to keep us connected to the internet, not connected to each other. And no generation has been more greatly impacted by the rise of social media than my generation, Generation Z. There you go. We grew up with these platforms, which is why so many people often refer to us as being digital natives. Has anyone heard this term before? Great. Just hold on to that for a moment. 6 years ago, I started a research and insights company to help brands understand Gen Z. We worked with the world's biggest brands and advertisers, from Snapchat to TikTok to Google, Spotify, Pepsi, and many, many more, to help them understand Generation Z's behaviors, both online and offline. And each year, we ran a screen time study to understand just how much time Gen Zers were spending on their phones. Are there any guesses on the average time a Gen Zer spent on their phone each day in 2025? All right, each day, come on, you gotta sleep and do stuff, you know? All right. The average time a Gen Zer spent on their phone each day in 2025 was 7 hours and 44 minutes. That is 118 days per year. Nearly identical to the amount of time we spend sleeping and representing 1/3 of our lives. Even worse, it's an increase of nearly 21 minutes from the past year. We know the effect this is having on us, on our minds, and on our society. Loneliness is at an all-time high. Daily average time spent with friends in the 15 to 24-year-old age group has gone from over 2.5 hours per day in 2003 to just under 40 minutes in recent years. And 73% of Gen Zers now report sometimes or always feeling alone. So remember that term, digital natives? Great. Throw it out. I think it is the most meaningless term there is about Generation Z because it says nothing about our true relationship with technology. In a series of studies we ran with our peers, we came to understand that Gen Zers are not digital natives. We are digital captives. We are held captive by the technology we use today, and that is not the side effect. It is the design brief. This is no secret. We are the product. There's a reason Facebook and Instagram call us users. The more time we spend watching, the more money these platforms make. And for 15 years, they've been like a cigarette pack to our nation's youth, but without the warning labels. The most valuable companies in the world run on this system that we call the attention economy. But that's not where our story ends. In early 2025, we conducted research alongside our partners at Eventbrite on the rise of in-person gathering in a post-COVID world. We saw a rush of people coming together again in interest-based groups, from run clubs to dinner parties to game nights to board game groups and even neurodivergent birding groups. Steph, where are you? There you go. We saw this shift from where we gather, the third place, as we call it today, coffee shops, bars, gyms, libraries, bookstores, to why we gather, a phrase we coined for Eventbrite as fourth spaces. And we saw these gatherings as more than just hobbies, but people rebuilding the infrastructure of our social connection, people relearning and recreating human connection from the ground up. And I believe through these communities that we are watching our social fabric be reknit. So at the core of each of these groups is someone we now call the host. And while the host may not have a massive social following online, they have extraordinary social capital offline. And so, a hypothesis was born. And along with it, the birth of a new company we called Offline. Our belief at Offline is that hosts are the next influencers. That we can design a new system that incentivizes connection, not attention. A shift from the attention economy to the connection economy. And ticketing companies are a great example of how this works today. Take Eventbrite, for example. Millions of people attend events on the platform each year. And the more people that attend events, the more money the platform makes, aligning the platform's goals with the goals of a truly more connected world. And ticketing is one of the fastest growing and most fragmented industries out there, with new companies like Posh, Partiful, Sweatpals, Pi, and so many more rising each and every year, mirroring the rising demand we have for greater in-person connection. And I'm truly excited by the shift we are seeing here. I believe what we are witnessing is the dawn of the connection economy. A shift from the attention economy of the past quarter century. But it's not quite enough. See, while all of these platforms encourage people to leave the house and to gather, what they don't do is diminish the billions and billions of advertising dollars pouring into and fueling these attention-seeking platforms. Which is why I believe, despite our best intentions, our screen time keeps going up and up and up. Through our new company, Offline, our goal is to build an advertising channel for the real world, to divert marketing dollars from reaching people from reaching people behind their screens to reaching people who attend events, to allow people to monetize not how many views they get on Instagram posts, but how many heads they put in a room. This year, in our first year in business, we're on track to pay out more than $500,000 to hosts. So when Mark Zuckerberg said that we belong to a rich tradition of people making things that bring us together, he wasn't wrong. The online world was supposed to make us more connected, but misaligned incentives created the damaging world we live in today. At Offline, we are asking these questions from the very beginning. How do we ensure advertiser incentives align first with the goals of a truly more connected world? How do we blend business motivations with the natural human instinct to gather? We might not get this right, but I do believe one thing. I believe it is our job and our responsibility as humans to continue that rich tradition of people making things that bring us together. So as new technologies rework the fabric of our society, and as those technologies, we face them with uncertainty, remember this. All we have, everything we have, is our ability to open up, to connect, and to bring people together. Thank you very much.